Oi! Drop my freaking needle! I don't know what it is. It's all me, baby. It's all me. How big is this drum set? Hey! Ladies, gentlemen, guys, girls, small squirrels, welcome back to Full Circus! Welcome back. You know what, that rhymed. It rhymed right there, which means it feels good, feels special. I don't know if that works for everybody else, but when I hear something that rhymes, I'm just like, yeah, there's some truth to that. There's some special energy, something deeper in there that I'm like, oh, dang, he rhymed. There's something going on here. And that's, I hope I conveyed that opening the show right now. But hey, how are you guys doing? Man, it's hot. It's hot in here. Okay, I'm wearing a hoodie, and I want you to know that it's not cold. It's not cold in this basement or in this booth at all. I'm wearing the hoodie really to just illustrate how freaking chill we are, how cool we are on the podcast. Brr. But it was a bad mistake, and that's just what you do to express yourself, right? You go to extreme lengths, and sometimes they're unpleasant. Sometimes you regret them, like so. And I made this bed, and I'm going to have to live in it. So, yeah, it is what it is. I thought it would be a cool idea. I thought, hey, we'll plan that out real quick. How's that for a little fun kickoff to the show? It was a bad idea, and you only realize that as soon as you hit record. But what are we going to do besides keep moving forward, baby? Yeah, I got notes, dude. I got notes. I think I know what I'm going to say in this episode. I mean, not really. They're more like topics. And a lot of them say like stupid little taglines like caffeine frequency. That's what it says in my notes. No idea what that means. So we're going to gloss over that one. Unless I do remember it, but who knows? We got a lot. This is a jam-packed show, baby. I have no idea what we're going to talk about, but to an extent, I might. Really, we're just going to talk about the circus of life, the fullness of circus. Wow, it's so deep. It's so deep and beautiful in meaning and not in any way demeaning. Does that count as a rhyme, or is that just whatever? Maybe there's half purpose in what I'm saying. That's why Dr. Seuss is so beautiful. Everything he says, you just feel like you really connect with on a deep level. When you rhyme, there's something spiritual and emotional and mental and metaphysical and metaphorical and, all the ickles that go into feeling feelings. That's what rhymes do, man. They unlock this door, this gateway to something bigger than yourself. And that's similar words that have, similar meaning, but you know what, they get the job done. So that's why I like to rhyme. I like to rhyme in my off time. What up? Anyways, yeah, it's going good. And I got some notes, so I'm feeling planned. But, plans are really just theories, right? Things are good in theory. You make a plan to go somewhere, and then the rain happens. You make a plan to have certain notes for the podcast or what you're going to talk about, and then all crap hits the fan. That's another one, dude. You guys got to be feeling so good right now. And then you put on a hoodie, and you just don't know, what's going to happen. So everything goes out the window, right? Plans are just ideas that never happen. Because most of the time, plans, you can't bring plans. You can't bring plans to anything, really. I can't even think of where they'd be effective, but things are really good in theory, right? Planning or making notes is good in theory. Putting a hoodie on before you start a show in 90-degree basement, it's good in theory. Probably not, but, it's to someone who wasn't thinking ahead of time, yeah, it's good in theory. So we'll see how it goes. I think I look back on a lot of times we've planned something or I've thought, hey, this is going to work out. This is going to go exactly as I meant it to. And oftentimes it doesn't, which is like all the time. But that's okay. That's okay because that's what plans are, right? They're just theories. They're not fact, right? The name of the game is improvisation. So whatever happens, whatever your plans were, make sure you can build off them, deviate from them. Some other deviate, I could think of it, and you'd be feeling so good right now, but I left you hanging. I'm sorry. But hey, anyways, we're here. We're going to try and get to the plan. We're going to try and stick to the script here. And I don't know how that's going to go. But let's get right into it. And that just begins with a little update on how I sent all that money up to the skies and how that worked out for me. Dude, the past week and a half or however long it's been since I wasted all my money, it's been great, dude. Things have been going my way. I've tried to plan things and it didn't go according to plan, but it went even better. And thank you, Jesus, dude. Thank you, Jesus, right? I sent all my money up. I sent 110% up to the Lord. And look at me now, okay? It's going good. I've been able to make more money. I've been happier. I've been sticking to the thing. I'm feeling healthy, feeling good, refreshed, getting enough sleep. So I'm not saying that the best way to live your life is to completely blow all your money. Like the idea, the goal is not to be broke. But so far, so good, right? Things are going well. Things are going well. Things are going well. And I'm not going to try it again. But I got to say, things pay off. Love you, Lord. It's been good, though. It's been good, and there's nothing more to say, right? A lot of times I'd come on the podcast and I'd talk about my unfortunate circumstances, my hard times that come. And yeah, there are some in the world. Some are self-inflicted wounds. But as far as, not self-inflicted, world-inflicted wounds, right? When the world freaking gives you a nice swift beating out of nowhere, I'm not getting a lot of world beatings these days, right? I'm kind of untouchable. It's like I came back after summer, you're going into a school and you're getting bullied, and all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, dang, he's bigger. He grew a couple inches. But really, my mom just put lifts in my shoes. And now the bullies are like, oh, dang, freaking big kid, let's, we're going to just get under his wing real quick until we get up to his size. And that's kind of how I'm feeling, I sent some extra money. I wasted all my money. And, now I feel like I got those extra lifts. Like the world's like, okay, we're not going to mess with him anymore, at least for now. But, dude, there are some people the world's still messing with, okay? A couple days ago, I was out. It was probably like 9 a.m., right? And I'm driving through this parking lot. And this guy thinks I'm about to turn left or something. And it's hard to explain a traffic situation in a freaking podcast, but just know that this guy wanted to turn left, and I was going to go left after him, and if I would have went straight, he would have, died, and he didn't even have the right of way, but he was freaking out because he thought I was going straight, but I wasn't going straight. I was waiting to turn left so he could go because I was being a gentleman. And, but anyways, so I'm stopping there to wait, and he starts flying through this light, and it's 9 a.m., okay? That's very important. Remember that. It's 9 a.m., and he flies through this light, and he screeches because he thinks I'm going. He goes, and he honks on the, what the crap, man? What the crap? What are you doing? What kind of stupid freaking move is that? Jeez. He's still honking the horn. Oh my. And he's like going. And then I'm just like baffled. I didn't even know he was talking to me at first because I was like, yeah, I'm sitting at this. It's a stop sign. Like, what was I supposed to do? I don't know if he was looking for someone to be mad at. Maybe he wasn't yelling at me. I have no idea. But I heard it afterwards. I was like, wait, is this guy looking at me? And then he just drives off. I'm like, what just happened? It's 9 a.m. How could anyone be that angry that fast in the world? Like, what seriously, what could have happened at 9 a.m.? I have no idea. Panera's open, the gas station's open, nothing's closed. Like, you're in a good position to have exactly whatever you want, but he was riled up. He was looking for reasons. I think the world beat up on him hard, I'm guessing, right? He must have woken up hard on the wrong side of the bed. And I have no idea what that means, really, because, when you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, you don't wake up like, oh, left turn. You wake up like, what the heck? How did I get over here? But I never got that saying, right? Dude, you freaking woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Because this is me. When I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, I went like this. What the? Oh. And I went back to bed. Because that's how it works. But people are like, oh, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. You must be furious. You hate that side of the bed. You only sleep on the right side. You go to the left. The left sucks. Your body freaking in your sleep went to the left side of the bed. You're not getting that quality slumber, Jack. And now you're just woken up. You didn't get any sleep. Your body's aching. You're sore, and you're just in a bad mood. Now, I don't know what kind of mattresses sell that little 50-50 split of suck versus awesome, but that could be some really good mattress marketing too. If you wanted to sell like one's like memory foam, super comfortable, beautiful, firm mattress, and the other side is just like gravel with a sheet over it. And then you're like, oh dang, what's gonna happen? Which side of the bed are you gonna wake up on? You just like, oh dang, that's good. And you wake up and you're like, oh, left turn, and you'll be mad at 9 a.m. So that sounds like it could be like a little bit of a lottery, a little gambling. You like to gamble with your sleep, huh? You like to gamble with what side of the bed you sleep on? Here's your chance. But anyways, I saw this guy getting beat up hard because he woke up on the wrong side of the gravel bed. And I was like, what? Holy crap. How could anybody be that angry? And meanwhile, everything is going perfect for me. I woke up on the right side of the bed. I'm like, yeah, what are you doing, dude? I was just like, well, man, sucks to suck, but throw a little quick pee, hope you're doing okay. Hope everything worked out well for you, but, live it up big. So, we'll beat up on him. Well, bless me. What can I say? What else, dude? What else has been going on? Oh, here, you want to hear, this is not a world-inflicted wound, but a self-inflicted wound. So there are some stressful, unfortunate circumstances created by yours truly, and, it's my fault, but, hey, it is what it is. So my aunt requested that I went to go pick up my cousin from school and drive him home. I'm saying, yeah, sure, I got you. 12 o'clock, I got you. So I'm out dashing at about 10:50. 10:50, I take this order at Panera. I'm thinking, okay, I got an hour and 10 minutes to get there. I'm only about 15 minutes away. I take an order, and I'm sitting here at the Panera. I'm sitting here at the Panera for minutes and waiting. I'm checking, and apparently I wait 40 minutes at a Panera for only like $4. I'm waiting forever for no money, but I can't. Part of me, I'm like, I gotta leave. I gotta leave this Panera because I'm gonna be late. I gotta go get this guy. I gotta leave this Panera now. But at the other side of me, he's like, dude, you're already 28 minutes into it. It could be any second, and you keep on saying that for another 12 minutes until finally they give me the food. Finally, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be just like a couple minutes late, but I'm gonna be there, okay? It's gonna be okay. I bolt out of there. I start driving, and then all of a sudden my GPS is saying it goes over to these apartments. And I'm like, oh, I know where that is. I'm going to start heading there right now. I'm not even going to stare at my phone because I need to drive fast and drive quick and drive well. So I'm driving. I drive all the way across town to get to these apartments. But apparently, the GPS lied. So it's whatever. I have no idea what kind of glitch in the system it was, but it was not at these apartments. It was like, actually, it's going over by this movie theater. But it just said that for some reason, and it just redid it. So I'm like, oh, that sucks. So I have to drive all the way back, and I'm like, I don't have time to go back there and go get the stuff, but I have the food in my car. Can't do anything about it. I'm stressed out, hands are shaking, on the wheel, starting to get a little panicked, and then I take a wrong turn, then I get stuck in traffic, and things are going awful. And I'm just like, holy crap. And I took a moment. I took a little beat in a breath, and I went, whew, this sucks. And that was it. No, that was, I was talking about this on the last episode, right? Realizing the humor in your own situation, on your own unfortunate circumstances. And it's not an easy thing to do when you're in the unfortunate circumstances. It's easy to look back at something and be like, oh, that was kind of silly. That was kind of crazy how it happened. But I was in the moment, and I thought, practice what you preach, right? Because this is what I got to do sometimes. This is what helps me get by. And I can't will anybody else. I mean, I was already going like 30 or 40 miles over the speed limit. There's nothing more I can really do here. And I'm just like, this is funny, dude. I'm someone who hates to be late. More than anything, I was trying to be there 40 minutes early. Ideally, that's when I was planning on being there. And I hate to be late because I was born January 2nd, right? And everyone was like, you should have been a New Year's baby. Could have been a New Year's baby. We would have got so many diapers and stuff. And I'm, growing up, I'm just like, crap, I let everybody down. Why did I leave? I was late. I didn't make it in time, and I'm sorry, guys. And that stuck with me forever. Always hated being late. So me, as someone who hates to be late, now due to, other circumstances, be my own ability to not let go of this order because I've already in it. I'm into this order, Panera. I gotta get it, but I can't. I can't let go. So I I wait it out, and then I take wrong turns. I get stuck in traffic. The GPS lies to me. Panera takes 40 minutes. I can only go so fast, and it's just so there is comedy in that. There's a comic effect that's something that I hate more than anything, right? If you want to think about something that you hate more than anything in the world, what would that be? And then imagining all the factors and getting hit by that same thing many times in a row. And you're like, wow, this sucks. But I had to think about it. That there's a comic bit of it that, it was self-inflicted in a way, right? I did this to myself. And what can I say? Here's the end of the story was it all worked out, but I don't know if there's a lot of humor in the story, except I just screwed up bad, and I was 30 minutes late. And I felt terrible, but I was just like, dude, you got to freaking see the humor in the situation, that this sucks for you. And I was like, dude, you're right. This is horrible. This is a horrible situation. But the fact that I'm the only person, not the only person, but I am someone who would really hate to be in this situation, makes it even more comic effect, right? It's comical, right? If it was my brother, my older brother, Carlton, he doesn't mind being late for anything. He'll show up 2.5 hours late and he'll act like he was early. That's just what he does. So, some people hate other things. Some people, I don't know. I don't really know what the moral of the story is. The moral of the story was that today I had to go pick him up again. And I got another freaking order from Panera, and I went in, and I thought maybe I shouldn't take it, but I risked it all, and things worked out. And I did get there a little bit early. That moral of the story is that I just don't learn a lesson. The lesson is, I don't know. I don't know what the lesson is. I don't learn my lesson. The lesson would be, I don't know. I can't think of what I could take away from that, except that there is a lesson. And sometimes the fact that there is a lesson is not the only lesson that you need to have, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I'm always dumb. No matter how stressful a situation I put myself into, it turns out I'm going to do it again. And that's the lesson. And it's not a valuable lesson. It's not a life lesson. It just means it's a personal lesson. It means I'm stupid. So, hey, we have things we got to live with. But whatever. What else has been happening? Dude, I saw a whole entire biker gang. An entire biker gang. Like 18 people at the BMV. And they're all taking their motorcycle license. They're taking their little motorcycle training course. And they're already decked out. They're big, husky guys. I don't want to say fat, but they're overweight and they're fat. And they got the big beards and the bandanas and the leather jackets. And they're like, yeah, boy, They were already decked out. They already had all the gear, but they were just getting their license for now, I assume. Like, unless they had to redo it and they all did something wrong at the same time and all had to retake their tests. But so they were all going to take these tests the entire time. I was like, how you guys already have a gang, but you don't got a motorcycle? How are you a motorcycle gang, but without the cycle? How does that work? It's like they're just all sitting at the bar like, yeah, man, we the baddest gang on the block. He's like, oh yeah, what kind of chopper you riding, man? It's like, no, we don't got any bikes. I see you guys all got like jackets, right? You're all part of a team. It's like, yeah, but David's mom sewed these things on the back. That's right. So we got our own little gang, right? The Quick Lizards. So we don't have any bikes yet, but we come here out every single Tuesday night. And they were just living it up big. They were living the lifestyle, I guess, but with no bikes. It's kind of like dressing like a basketball player everywhere you go, and you don't have a basketball or any sport, and you could anything. It's dressing like a businessman, but you're homeless. But you walk around with a briefcase, and you got a job. I don't know, but it was so funny to me to watch all these guys. I'm just sitting there looking at all these guys line up and like, yeah, okay, well, how do you ride this? It's like, dude, man, you got the jacket. We should be learning from you. But I mean, I guess you don't really have to ride a bike to be a mean son of a gun, right? You probably shouldn't mess with them in the bar anyways, but I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they do if they can't. Do they just drive around in their car? You imagine seeing a bunch of bikers, but they're like in a minivan, like, and then they ride by, and there's like another guy on a bicycle. He's on a bicycle. He's on a bicycle over there. Another guy rides up on a bike, and he sees these guys like, what, competition? And they're like, no, I kids in the back. Kids in the back. I got a bike at home. And the guy drives off. It'd be hard, dude. It'd be hard. It'd be embarrassing. But I hope, listen, I didn't stick around to see if they got their bikes later on, but, I hope you guys got the gold there, right? Now, some of them looked like they didn't really know what they were doing, but 18 of them, somebody had to make it through. As long as they get one guy in their gang who has a bike, they're good. Because they're like, oh, dang, this guy, look at these guys. They don't got a bike. They don't got a single bike. They just come here every single Tuesday and they eat chicken wings. And they ride home in this guy's minivan. And the patching on your leather jacket's freaking crappy. But like, no, we got a bike. They all went on one bike. But I hope things work out for them. Holy crap, this hoodie was a bad idea. Oh, it's my bed. I gotta lay in it. Right side or gravel side, no matter what happens. I woke up on the right side of the bed, dude. The right side of the bed. Every day, I wake up on the right side of the bed. Oh, let me check my notes again, dude. Oh, the coffee. I don't even know. What else has been going on? Dude, I've been seeing a lot of freaking karate dojos open up out of nowhere. As soon as the pandemic is kind of lifted, as life has kind of come back to a semblance of normal, karate dojos are just opening like on every corner. I don't know if, the world got so hectic for some time that people are just like, man, you know what the world needs after all this? Karate. The world probably forgot how to fight after this. There's some valuable lessons that you can learn in the martial arts, taekwondo or karate, right? We teach a kid how to be a man. We got to open up these karate shops. Now, for whatever reason, people didn't think one was enough. It was everyone's idea. On every freaking corner. I went to a place where I saw 2 karate places opposite side of the street of each other. 2 different ones. And I was just like, what is this, the Karate Kid? Like, it was like Cobra Kai versus Miyagi-Do. I was like, what, how, in what world? Listen, I don't live in the biggest town either way, so there can't be that much competition or that many students to go around. They're like, oh, dang, we got to get to this. And especially if you're trying to, like, help uplift the culture in the county or whatever you're trying to do. This guy's already got the karate dojo covered, right? Go to a different block. This guy's like, we're going to go right across each other. So I don't know if something else is deeper going on, but I want to stick around and see because there might be some sweeps to the leg that might be going on later. So good for them, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I took karate growing up, and I didn't learn a lot of valuable life moral lessons, right? It didn't really steer my moral compass in any way. It taught me how to break a board, and I'll never forget that. But that is not the reason I learned anything in life, right? This is what I learned in karate. Aye! And that was it. So, I don't know if I'm a better man for that, but there's freaking 18 karate dojos now, and everyone's going to be doing that. I'll be like delivering an order, or I'll just be going seeing people, or maybe that guy who's yelling at people early in the morning, he's going to get his butt kicked because one day he's like, hey, get out of my way, I'm doing a left turn. Someone's going to go, aye, and he's going, what the didn't know we had karate here. And you should have been looking around, dude, because there's a lot of freaking karate dojos. Karate dojos, bikers, and angry gentlemen. That's what my week's been like. I did have a stressful 40 minutes, but besides that, well, it's been pretty good. So, what else? Oh, no, I have a note. It's actually a story, but I think I'm going to save it for the next episode just because I think it's a little bit long, but we'll see. I think I am going to call it, though. I am going to call it because I used up all my notes. Now, I had all these notes and I thought, dang, these things are going to go on forever. These notes are going to last forever. But like I said, plans don't work. They're theories. And we're just riding the waves of whatever's going around. And I don't know if you can hear the dog. The dog's barking. Dude, that dog, I haven't talked about the dog in a while, but that dog is a menace, a devil. It's just awful. It's just, taking stuff down. Now, it's a sweet dog, sweet personality, but it's got a wild side. And it only shows up when you don't want it to, which is all the time, unless there's some time where you want a dog to have a wild side. But this dog is just eating couches and books out of nowhere. We've had it for like 6 months. It's just like, yeah, now's the time. I've been saving. I wanted to make sure that this is my forever home, and now I'm going to eat the couch. Now I'm going to eat all your books. The freaking dictionary. Hungry for literature, she is. She ate the Bible. Spiritually fasting she was. I don't even know what I don't know what she was trying to do. Maybe she got upset that she couldn't read and just started eating the pages. I mean, Lord knows we've all been there, but this dog is out of control. This dog. So if anyone has any sick dog training tips, we're going to have to figure this out, because I've tried spray bottle. I've tried saying really sternly, said, "Hey, no." And she's like, pfft. So dogs, man, dogs are crazy, but just make sure you, I don't know. Make sure, I'm trying to leave you with some like parting advice, some like parting words for everything, and that encompasses everything we've talked about today. Make sure you rhyme. I don't know. All right, that's all I got. I tried to think of something, but maybe I'll think of something later. That's actually how it always happens. Like I get out of the podcast, out of the P zone, and I listen to the podcast back to make sure it's fire. I'm like, dang, that was fire. But there's always some other extra jokes that I wish I could have added. So maybe I'll add a little segment into the shows now. I'm like, all right, now this first minute is just for correcting little jokes, little add-ons, little DLC, and extra downloadable content. It's basically like just some sauce you throw on. But one of those would be, it doesn't matter. All right, later, guys. Listen, I know I'm really bad at closing the podcast. I have no idea why. Every time I get down to this, I'm like, I have so many thoughts. They're like, you should say this, say this, say this, all at the same, frick. You should all at the same time. Yeah. And then everything just comes collapsing down. Like everything I've built over the past 27 minutes, everything I've built up so strongly this whole time, it's just like it just all goes out the window. And that's plans for you, baby. And that's how you tie it up at the end, because you say something in the beginning and you come around back to it. It's a callback and it's a plan, but it all ties together, and I'm the man. It's a rhyme! Yeah! Sorry about your ears.